masturbation to me and orgasms are self-care. If I ever do get married or a partner who really, really, really wants a child, go out there, have your own baby, be a father. It's okay, but not bring that kid to me. I'm not a stepmom.
I was waiting for that.
Nah.
Can we spend like 2 seconds on solo traveling for women?
The best thing every woman should do in their life, whether a mother or not.
Yes.
And then one thing about solo traveling, you can do those crazy things because no one knows you.
Welcome to For Mannerless Women, a space that is committed to nurturing a new generation of shame-free women. I'm your host, Adelle Onyango, and in this episode, we're going to meet the Vibrating Lawyer, aka Bev, as she takes us through making the bold decision to redefine womanhood by choosing to be child-free.
All the mannerless or almost mannerless women.
This is so exciting to have you on. I think the last time I interviewed you was 2018 when I was on 2018, when I was on radio, right?
Yeah.
And you have been going strong. I do not know anyone else who is committed to women's pleasure.
Can you imagine radio on a morning show?
On a morning show.
That's how committed I am to this brand, right?
Okay, so for the people who are wondering, hey, what do you mean? What scandalous things are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Tell me about the beginning of your business, what it is, and why you're so passionate about pleasure.
The beginning is actually 13 years ago in Kenya, but the initial thought of it was in 2004.
What?
2004, that's how old I am, you can tell, right?
No, I can't.
So in 2004, 2005, I was in the streets of London. I'd gone to study law.
Yeah.
The lawyer here.
Yeah.
And the first time I encountered a vibrator or pleasure was just walking by the streets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that shop?
Yeah.
What's that? And I was like, just curiosity. And I got in and I saw these amazing buzzing things.
Yeah.
And I'm a very naive young virgin girl.
Yeah.
Just straight from the village of Gashia in Kenya. And I'm like, what are these?
Yeah.
But I kept at the back of my mind, and that really intrigued me, to be very honest. And I remember saying then in 2005-ish that if ever I do go back to Kenya one day, if ever I want to have a business, this is it. That's how long ago it was. It was just a thought initially.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the thought was only because I'd never seen anything like that before. Yeah.
It's always interesting. I've had those moments like when you travel and you're just like, you guys are really committed to like pleasure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just like, why aren't we? Or are we? You know?
Right.
So you come back home and then you start your business.
Yes.
How
So
is
9
that?
years later, I was there. I finished uni. I've got my degrees.
Yeah.
I'm ready to come and conquer the law society and, everything.
Yeah.
And change everything. Oh, my goodness. I had so many dreams as a lawyer and ultimately a politician. Oh, goodness. Did I just say that?
It's okay.
Like, I had that dream of being an MP in my area and just changing everything and all this glamour,
Yeah.
Qua ground. Things were not the same, right? So I come back and I'm thinking to myself, so before I join Kenya School of Law, you had some time for me now to do something. And I wasn't used to doing nothing. I was used to making my own money. I was paying my own bills and all that. So I couldn't go back to my parents for handouts and stuff. You took me to uni. You pay for my uni. I'm back. It's now time for me to be on my own and stand, right? So I was like, what am I going to do before, because I have like a whole year before I join law school.
Yeah.
And I was like, you remember that shop?
Yeah.
And I keep mentioning it because it's called Ann Summers.
Okay.
So Ann Summers was a UK high street pleasure sex toy, big, amazing brand and company. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So I had 100,000 shillings. That's the only money I had. It's a lot though.
Yeah.
When you think about 13 years ago, 100,000. But it's what I had managed to only save because, again, I was a student, so I couldn't really make money on a student visa. So the 100,000 shillings that I had, I was like, this is my capital.
Yeah.
and I'm going to start this business.
Yeah.
Nipende nisipende. And Google. I just went to Google.
Yeah.
And I saw there's only one company, there's only one guy who had not two websites, but just something. But there's nothing much about Kenyan pleasure I could see really online. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Sent money to China randomly I don't even know who to.
Yeah.
And the goods arrived, but I didn't know how to get them through.
I was going to ask,
Customs.
when you said the goods arrived, I'm like, where?
Exactly. So to me, I'm just like, just ship them. Not even ship, actually flight. It was a freight, so freight, right?
Yeah.
And they arrived at JKIA, and then I got a call from a guy who was a Kiprui. I've never forgotten that guy. Oh my goodness. He's like, just to intimidate you and all that. You know how custom people can be in the police.
Yeah.
And that's how I found myself at JKIA Customs. Because I thought, let me just say, so I had a clearing guy first.
Yeah.
So the clearing guy would do all the work for me.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do
Even
it.
him, he was like,
No, he tried. First of all, he was like, ooh, am I going to, ooh.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I had to call him for a small meeting.
Briefing.
We went to Google, I briefed him. This is what was like, woo! But yeah, he couldn't do it actually.
Yeah.
So I took myself, I'm like, am I going to be arrested? I don't care. This is my 100,000 shillings.
Yeah.
And I have nothing. If this doesn't work out, it's this or nothing.
I'm at zero, yeah.
That's it, this or nothing. It has to work out. Lazima work.
Yeah.
I'm not supporting you, but anyway, you get it, right?
Yeah.
And so I got the goods. I managed to talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
Being a lawyer as well. Thank
Yeah.
God for the mouth and the tongue.
Yeah.
And that was my first ever consignment of just a really tiny box.
Yeah.
And within 10 days, the goods were gone. 10 days.
That's what I was going to ask, right?
Yeah.
So now it's out of customs.
Yeah.
The headache then becomes, I guess I don't know if you were scared at the time when it comes to thinking, who's going to buy this? Had you already gotten people who
What
are
is
interested?
fear? I don't believe in fear. If I was fearful, I would not have done that business. Even though I still believe that fear is the root of this. I was scared, yes, but then again, scared enough for me to do it. Like if you're scared, that way you're so passionate about it, right? Anyway, I wasn't scared, but I just put it out on Twitter then.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like I have this, and here's my number, and that was it. 10 days, and that was it. Yeah,
I love this. So then after 10 days, do you go back onto Google to your Chinese?
Yeah, not because I have these contacts and WhatsApp and whatever. It was Skype then. Oh my goodness. And so I was like, oh, this can actually work. No, let me first now look for a way to ship them now. Not by air, but by sea. So there can be much more, goods that is, and cheaper. Because they're quite expensive by air, in dollars per kilo, quite expensive. So I got someone, a shipping agent, and I've been using them 13 years later. And that's how Gspot Kenya grew.
Yeah.
That's how my baby grew. 13 years, I think it's going to be in June this year or July.
Yeah.
13 years, yeah.
You know why your business is so important? For many reasons. But I think one that's important, especially when we're thinking about women, is first to prioritize pleasure. In the last season, one of our guests, Adelle Onyango, was talking about self-pleasure and pleasure in general, and saying pleasure is just like what feels good to you.
Yeah.
Is it like when you're putting lotion on your skin? She's wearing a dira. She's like, when my dira is like rubbing
touching
against
your
the skin, it
yeah.
feels good. Or when I'm listening to this song and it takes me, like and women prioritizing pleasure has been demonized. A good woman is one who just gives and is tired all the time because she's not the one. And the one who has time for the things that make her feel good is a selfish woman, right?
One.
Yeah, a mannerless woman.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the reasons that I think your business and your like what you're pushing is so important for women. And then I think it also helps us get to know our bodies.
Exactly.
Let's just look at your body. At
Look
the
at
very
your body.
least, then just look,
because even the name Gspot, that is something I really thought of it, because do you actually know where your Gspot is as a woman? And most women then, even now, actually still don't know.
Yeah.
So that is, even the name came from that. Just know your body first, because if I can't find my Gspot, how is my partner going to help me find my Gspot?
Exactly.
If I can't find my own pleasure and enjoy my body and just feel good,
Yeah.
I can't even direct my partner to it. Yeah.
How has the response been?
Ooh.
So 10 days shipment clears. Is that still the case? Do you get women who are, even when we talk about like finding your G-spot, I think it should be, and to the women watching this, should lean in with curiosity and fun and like be inquisitive.
Yeah.
So what type of character profiles do you deal with?
Initially, first, a lot of backlash. Oh my goodness, the backlash on Twitter when you used to trend on Twitter, things like that. Oh my goodness, hashtag. Oh, she went to the UK to study law only to come back and sell. Oh my goodness, like it was a really negative, but I absolutely loved it. I was thriving with that publicity to me personally, because now you know me. Now you know that I'm doing these things, right?
Yeah.
So it was quite negative initially starting off, and neighbors, family members as well, losing friends, things like that. But then again, I had my eye on the goal.
Yeah.
To me, initially, and I keep saying this, initially to me it was just money. Because again, I have 1 year before I joined law school. I don't know how to live off my parents. I just need money, my own money. And then until you realize women are telling you, oops, I've never had an orgasm in years, and wow, that toy. Yeah. And then they go telling their friends, and that is how it kind of grew. But women were really ashamed of themselves. People were scared, what, is my husband gonna know? Where am I gonna hide it in my house? Like there was a lot of, but now with time, people have, I think because even with social media, TikTok and all that, like people talking about it, like there's so much content out there, like every single day, so much vibrator, the rose content, it's always out there. But initially, it was just me and me alone. Me and Facebook, me and Twitter. Yeah. But the backlash definitely was there. But no, things have gone. We've moved on.
What do you mean losing friends?
Because, when they're seen with you, they're like, hey, the
the Vibrating Lawyer.
Yeah. And they're like, the church, you're a married person now, you can't be hanging out with her. I think, it happens. Family members as well. But I don't care.
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years later, yeah.
And I love how bold and opinionated you are and very vocal about, your thoughts on things. I guess it's the lawyer in you. And one of the things you talk about is being child-free.
My latest passion.
Yes. When did you... This is so interesting because for me, my journey to getting to the point where I'm like, I'm child-free, guys. I've been masquerading. Yeah. And on one of our shows, people could hear that evolution happen.
Okay.
Initially, I used to say I want one child. Yeah. From when I was younger, I used to say I want one. And I would even say, when that child comes, this is the name I'm going to give this child. Like almost like preparing people around me for, don't ask me for any more than one.
So long as I gave you one.
Yeah.
This is the name.
And
was it a boy or a girl? It
was a boy.
What if it was a girl?
I don't know. I don't know why I was making it was like a project, right? That I had total control over.
Right.
But as time went by, I started realizing that the reason I was saying one is because I thought women weren't allowed to say none. Yeah. So I was like, I guess then let me say one. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so when I started then feeling like I don't want a child, I kept wondering, is it grief because I lost my mom? And then I was like, maybe it's grief. When I weave through this grief, it'll make sense. Yeah. And I weaved through the grief and still I was like, but... Nah. And then the term child-free came and I was like, I see myself there, identify, right? Yeah. What was the journey like for you?
First of all, we all had, as a young girl, because, you're playing Kalongo, right? You're playing with your dolls and stuff. Yeah. Of course, you have that thing like, oh, I'm going to get a boy and a girl. Yeah. And then again, growing up, because my dad was a twin. Yeah. And so I grew up here, oh my God, you're the one who's going to get twins. You're the one who's going to get twins. So the burden on my shoulder. Yeah, twins. But honest to God, in primary school, I think I was in class 4 or class 6-ish. Yeah. For sure, I knew it wasn't for me. like that young. It's that
What?
the sound of kids crying. Oh my God. Honestly, it wasn't for me. I never used to like it at all.
Yeah.
And then I also grew up in our household there's so many. Oh my goodness. First of all, we're 8 siblings, right? And then we had so many helps, and we had especially a lot of relatives
Coming to
stay with us. So we constantly never just had me and mom and dad. Like, it was really hard for us to just be as a small family, a neat family, right? So I never loved that. The fact that there's always people in the house. But I knew I didn't like kids though.
Yeah.
But I didn't really understand what it was. You know, when you see people who are pregnant, oh, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So I think in class 6 or whatever class I was, I remember, because I even said it in school, and my mom was called to school by the principal, the directors as well, like headmistresses and stuff. Yeah.
Not because you're grades,
naughty or anything.
No, hey, this one doesn't want...
Yeah. And they asked, is everything okay at home? I was like, yeah, why? Because she keeps saying she'll never have kids, ever get married. What's happening at home? Remember, she couldn't understand, because obviously we're quite happy actually. In as much as we're so many, like I was absolutely loved. I felt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was nothing negative. There's nothing abuse or anything.
Yeah.
So she couldn't get it. But she's like, I'm total too. It will pass. And that is how they say it will pass. And then again, fast forward to 16, I think in Form 2 or Form 3, it happened again.
Yeah.
I said to my biology teacher, and I kept saying it. You know, because like me, when I grow up, I want to have a boy and a girl and things like that. And I'm like, none. Nah. That disgusts me.
Don't involve me.
Because to me, one kid is too many.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And especially if you know you don't want kids.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And then, but you grow up being told, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God, you're going to make beautiful babies.
Yes.
You know, and then so in Form 2 as well, my mom was called again. Teachers, in the staff room.
But what
it was a whole meeting.
And what okay, it's
again,
a crisis.
Are you okay at home? Again, it's a thing. What's happening?
Yeah.
So mom again, she's like, you know, this thing had happened. And then, but she's still, again, parents, denial. Are you change your mind? Of course, I finish high school. I go to uni.
Yeah.
And the focus, but I have to say this, my mom was absolutely, I think, too strict. Like, too strict. And I think it's because, first of all, she was 20 years younger than my dad. So I think she felt that if I ever got pregnant, we'd either be kicked out or it'd be disappointment, or my dad was a tough one because he was older. And I don't know.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even be sent to the shop to buy anything because boys, you know, right? She was very tough. Like, I couldn't do anything so anything about boys was... So I kind of feel like she traumatized me, even though I don't want to put the blame on her. But my point is that sometimes just let a kid maybe make mistakes, I think. I don't know. But my point is I've never liked kids. I know it's a very bad thing to say, but it's still, I love you, but I don't like you. Does that make sense? Like, stay away from me.
I don't think...
You can come to me, but the good thing is babysitting. Thank God they're going back with you. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing.
I think this is so interesting when we talk about it because like, I know I'm child-free, but I love kids, and you're just like... Nah. So how does a conversation, which I always find interesting in how we're raised, right? So there is, and I don't think your mom is an isolated case. We're raised to not, when we're teenagers, like, boys are bad. Like, don't, if they look at you, you're going to get pregnant, right? Yeah. And then it flips.
Ooh,
like, in your later 20s, and like your peers are getting married.
Then like, late 20s,
then they're like,
30s,
hey, where's the child,
exactly.
right? So it flips. But like, so what was the conversation with your mom when it flipped? When now she's like, I mean, you can't go.
Let me tell you how it started, actually. She'll call me, hey, I dreamt yesterday you're pregnant. Hey! Undream. Can you please undream? We're not doing that. Mom, like, can I slap you, right? Because, slap is on daughter.
Yeah.
And then then the first time, then second time, like with my friends, like
Yeah.
we'd go visit her or something.
Yeah.
And then when she's saying goodbye, she'll be like, niliota hata wewe uko na mimba wewe, not my friend. I know what you're projecting. I know exactly what you're projecting.
Yeah.
Right. So she would definitely make such comments like she's dreamt.
Yeah.
Or she'd be like I mentioned earlier, you know, your dad is a twin. So when you tuko na hope na wewe,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, mom,
Yeah.
it will never happen.
Yeah.
So and I kept saying it will never happen. And to a point, I think she thought now, oh, actually, maybe she's just embarrassed to tell me that she has a problem. You know, sometimes you could be barren or you have an issue, there's something happening with your, you can't carry a baby and stuff. And so she actually offered to be a surrogate. Like, she's like, I can even carry for you the pregnancy. I'm like, Mom, how old are you?
Yeah.
No, I would never. Mom, it's not about carrying the baby. I do not want to be a mother. So I had to, like, straight point.
Yeah.
Mom, you will never be called a grandma from me. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's very tough for you. I'm sorry. But I'm not changing my mind. And I'm sorry. She cried, of course, sadness and stuff. And then to make it worse, my siblings are also child-free.
Oh,
which is
wow.
even sad.
So you are the last one.
So our last born is child-free.
Yeah.
And then my older brother is also child-free.
Yeah.
So I feel sorry for her, to be very honest. But then
Yeah.
again, she has a grandchild. I had a brother who passed. So at least, at least she has someone called like her. There's a niece called just like my mom.
Yeah.
But not for me. It's quite sad because, again, she goes to a lot of baby showers, or she'll be like, or I would say, I'm going to a baby shower. She'll be like, yako takuja lini?
Now it's moved from dreams to just where?
Yeah, so that was it. But it was a tough decision. But hey.
I think it's also, I sometimes treat, especially not only women in generations before us, right? But even like women who are in our age group with grace, because for so long we have been conditioned to believe that your purpose is motherhood is there, right?
Yeah.
And society does also protect you in quotes because it's not real, right? When you choose the path that they've dictated. So sometimes even the older women, be it your grandma or your mom, are kind of like out of safety and love. Like, oh my God, please, And so sometimes...
But there's also this, what are people going to say? There's always that.
Yes, exactly, right? And so it doesn't mean you have to change your decision. Oh, good heavens, no. But I think then you just stop defending because you're coming from two different worlds, right?
Yeah.
You stop defending.
I was... So even anger sometimes, and I'm like, why you ask me that question?
Yeah.
So I was defending myself and my decision so much that nowadays I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Let me tell you, with me, I think it was because my mom passed away, but like my grandma, when I knew, things are desperate now, you really want a grandchild. She told me, the way you're thin, it's not even painful. Your hips just move a bit and then they come back together. And I died laughing because I was just like, oh my God, you're really trying. Right? You're really trying. Yeah. How is it in relationships? Does it come up or?
Yes and no.
I mean, it must, right?
It's a yes and no because I've always, again, at the forefront, like when you're dating, it's something you know.
Yes.
Like I'm. Of course, there's always you'll change your mind. That is something I hear on a day. I will change your mind. You feel lonely, but it never got that. And I'm like, I'm in my 40s. Okay, wait. Right?
They say that
I'm changing my mind, right? Right?
Yeah.
So plus So I do get a lot of that, but my partners, they know that. And then to make it, like, I'm so scared of pregnancy. Like, I'm like, condom, yes. Yeah. Still have your IUD and still P2. I'm like, it's just to be clear. That's how scared I am of getting pregnant for the longest. But my partners, they should know that from the beginning. Of course, like I've mentioned, they might think you might change your mind, but just be strong about it. That's okay. if you wanna, but I'm always saying this, if I ever do get married or a partner who really, really, really wants a child, honest to God, I'm like, you can go have, you want a bit, you can actually, I'm giving you that right.
Yeah.
I'm actually at that point of that mature right now and with my thoughts. If you want to be a parent and you still want to be together, I actually give you that right. Go out there, have your own baby, be a father. It's okay, but not bring that kid to me. I'm not a stepmom.
I was waiting for that.
Nah. Yes, we're still together. I know your partner will have that. Okay, you will have the co-parent.
Yeah, not me.
Nah, I'm not changing your diapers. No.
Yeah. People talk about fulfillment. And this one is so interesting to me because I'm in a stage in my life where this is the first time, well, for the last couple of years, first time I'm living alone.
Ooh.
And I was so scared at first. But like right now, I couldn't imagine living with anyone. Not even a pet, you know? And
not even a pet?
Not even a pet.
Okay, plants, yes.
Oh, my plants, yes.
Okay.
Plants are, you guys are cool.
Plant mom.
Yeah.
Plastic, no?
No, not plastic.
Okay.
It's real baby.
I'd kill them real ones.
But like, I always, challenge this thought when it comes to children. We're always told, this is how you get fulfilled. This is what fulfillment looks like, which I think it can look different for different women. And when I'm in my house alone and I've decided what my day looks like, whether it's going to start with drumming or a walk, and when there's silence, I just feel like, wow, this is it, you know? And I've been thinking about it very often recently of like, it's not about chasing the money. Like I'll even sit in it and it's not that I'm rolling in millions. But I'll be like, imagine this. I think this is that fulfillment thing. Like I think this is it.
Yeah.
So how do you define fulfillment, especially in a society that for women wants children to be part of that definition?
It's kind of like yours, like you've just described it in a way. But for me, it's waking up at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. You know, I don't have any errands to do. You know, there's no kids to feed in the morning, school fees and wash clothes and all that, and breakfast, whatever. It's, more importantly to me, it's traveling, solo traveling, the joy of just being in the wild, out there. You don't even, no one knows you. Strolling in the streets. To me, that gives me so much fulfillment and so much joy. Unlike you with plants, I have dogs. I'm a dog mom, so I can't live without dogs. I just cannot. I don't know how my life can be without dogs. And so the dogs, I think, to me, keep me very grounded. Because if I didn't have dogs, I swear to God, I'd be in a different country every month or because what am I here? So they kind of keep me grounded, and I have to come to you. I have to come and pet you and give you all the love and feed you and do that. But so I think to me that dogs, for sure, the pets give me so much fulfillment, so much joy. And also now, to me, Childfree to me is freedom to do whatever I want. That's it. Like I can just wake up tomorrow morning. My business, Gspot Kenya, is where it's at because I've taken time to grow it and expand it. So right now it can actually stand on its own. Like I can just go and business runs as usual. Right? So it's the freedom. And I want to say the difference between child-free and childless, because guys get very confused. Childless person is someone who would want a child. They wish to one day have a child, but they don't have a child yet. They have an issue, or they actually would want, or even to adopt, or even someone to be a surrogate for them. That is a childless woman. I'm child-free. It will never happen. I do not desire to be a mother.
It's a decision.
It's a decision I've made, and it's, to me, the ultimate freedom for me. Yes.
Can we spend like 2 seconds on solo traveling for women?
The best thing every woman should do in their life, whether a mother or not. You can leave your kids at home. Just even Nanyuki just on your own. Take a matatu, go somewhere just on a 3-day weekend alone. The fulfillment, it comes with just your own thoughts. And knowing yourself and having a deeper relationship with yourself, actually. Just sitting down in your thoughts. and just, this is just me.
Yeah.
You forget about your business, your kids, whatever is happening, and it's just, I think to me, it's the ultimate self-care for a woman. Solo traveling, every woman should do it.
Which was your first trip, and like what did it do for you?
Was it Thailand? First of all, I think it was Thailand. I can't remember, but Thailand is just crazy. It's me. It's mannerless. I am. Oh my goodness, that country, the strip clubs, the boy girls, boy toys, whatever. The joy. I was so happy to be that kind. Like, I just felt at home, at peace, no judgment. Like, you can touch, you think, feel, absolutely just, And then one thing about solo traveling, you can do those crazy things because no one knows you. You can just be on tables, twerking. Yeah. You can be trying things that you've never tried in your life, So the joy of solo travel, initially to me, was just the craziness then. But right now, as I've gotten older, it's not the peace. Like, I just want to go peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing else. Nothing is bothering me. Even the dogs, thank God, they're not here. It's just me now. But initially, it was just the partying and crazy. But I think I'm feeling it's much more chill. But I think it's very important to go on a solo trip.
It's so important. I discovered it a little later than I should have in my life. And I think one of the things that I love about solo traveling is that I discovered things about myself that I didn't even know. So I discovered I love cycling. So I'll do like cycling tours, which I was just like, when did you like this? Like, this is such a strange thing to like, but I like it. Even foods, you're just like, oh, I love this. And you just come back feeling like, wow, I did that for me. Yeah. What can I do next?
Yes. Right? And then there's always the next adventure.
So when you talk about solo traveling, I don't know, there's some magic it brings for women.
And
that's
then
like
just going to a place and just talking to random people. Asking for directions. Going to a bar and talking to the waiters or the bartender. By the counter. It's just...
It's
just something.
It's something. And like, so what does community look like for you when we talk about being child-free? Because I think sisterhood is super important. But also little pockets when it comes to the nuances of the patriarchal society that we're disrupting, which I think women coming out to say, I am child-free is a disruption. It can be quite lonely, right? So what does community look like for you?
First of all, I have a WhatsApp group for the child-free girlies, the child-free community. That's amazing. But before I dive into that, being child-free, and I've come to realize this as I've opened this group, and I have this, I think we're about 52 women now in the WhatsApp group, less than a year, just a couple of months old. And what I've noticed is being child-free actually is like coming out as gay. I didn't even realize that until we held our first meetup as the Childfree girlies of Kenya. And someone taking pictures mentioned on post. I'm like, I was taken back. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because my family members don't know I'm child. I'm like, oops, it never even crossed my mind that it's actually like coming out as a child from the closet. Because you're going to hurt so many people. So you rather just keep it that way and tell your parents, I'm waiting for the right man or the right So I realized that it's something. So this community just brought that now, that we can sit together and have a WhatsApp group or whatever, or a meetup where we just talk about those kind of feelings. We talk about coming out to your family members and whatever. We talk about how it feels to actually be not invited to like birthday parties for kids. How it feels like not to be baby showers because wapende watoto. So asikuja hapa, things like that. We don't want that negative, And we are still, it doesn't mean we don't like you. We're still friends.
I want to support you.
I want to support you. So that community to me is a community where we just come together. It's like-minded women as well. And apart from bashing, people giving birth every day, because we do that a lot in the group. We make fun of it. But it's still that community, just to feel you're not alone. You're actually not the only child-free.
This is
This
so
me,
interesting
yeah.
because it's like a privilege to. I had never thought about the privilege I have to be able to say publicly that I'm child free.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so interesting.
You'll be surprised that you know very many child free people, but just because you know them but people don't actually talk about it. People are embarrassed to talk about it because you're going to judge me, you're going to tell me again the same things, like what's going to happen when you get old.
Yeah.
Who's going to take care of you? Kids take care, yeah.
Do you sometimes, I've felt this a couple of times, and I had to call myself to order and say, no one can really help you design what this life looks like for you.
Yeah.
Because society even didn't design this life for this decision.
Yeah.
So even when we talk about what growing older looks like, we can't. Okay, I guess you could borrow from maybe other societies that have been doing this child-free thing for longer, but ultimately you're designing something new. So you're really,
especially the African culture.
Yes, which is a bit. Do you find it daunting?
Yeah,
I've had moments where I'm just like, hey, this feels like
I
a
get
lot.
that a lot. Like I had a very, very, very rude neighbor, who utazalini, like kajakonya nini, like there's always that. Then why are you dating? Then why are you having sex? There's always that. Like people don't understand. Yeah. So it's always the men.
Yeah.
It's always mostly the men, but then of course even now the moms now. So it's tough, but stand strong.
So what do you say to the people who ask about growing older?
Yeah, who's gonna take care of when you're older? And then one thing I also get a lot is, why are you working then? Why are you working so hard? That is a question I get. Even my own mom.
These solo trips would pay for
themselves. I'm like, I want a first class ticket, right? I'm not paying school fees, right? I want to live in the most lavish hotel when I'm on vacation and eat the most amazing food and the cocktails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not paying school fees. This is why I'm working hard. So I do get a lot of that. Like, don't work hard then because because we're also, we've grown up knowing that we should work for the kids only. Because that's a very, for school fees and for their upbringing and all that. But when is your time?
Yeah.
Because most parents are actually very okay living. So once the kids have left the nest, like, thank God they've
now
gone.
We can,
Now we can, right?
Yeah.
So I do get a lot of that. But guess what? Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Eat right, exercise.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll make enough money to hire a nurse to take care of me. I might have a kabenten. Who knows? I don't know. I want to be massaged. I don't know. I want to get my Gspot heat. I don't know. I mean,
we'll see when we get there.
When we get there. For now, I'm okay. I'm doing great. But if the time comes, the time comes.
Yeah.
So those questions are just because I keep saying this. You who, with your mom and you have your own kids, are you taking care of your elderly parents? Are you taking care of them? Are you? So it's not a thing of kids. Sorry, you're not having kids for them to take care of you.
Yeah.
So have them for your own fulfillment.
Yeah.
Have them because you want them.
Yeah.
Don't have them because for the sole purpose of taking care of you. Because I've had that before. I know parents, even because of the black tax, I really talk about black tax a lot because black tax, parents also expect you. Now it's your to take care of us.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sit well with me personally, black tax. But then again, in Africa, it happens. We can't change the reality of the matters. But your kids' destiny doesn't depend on, for them to take care of you in the future. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can still have a fulfilling life without kids. That's the whole point.
Exactly. You define it for yourself.
Yeah, you define it for yourself.
So can other child-free women who are watching this join your community?
Oh, yes. I think we'll share this. I have a link. I don't know how we can share the link here.
Yeah.
But I have a WhatsApp link that they can join. It's a women only.
Yes.
So that, safe space, we need a safe space for that. Even though there's another child-free community, I think, that also has the men. But what I've noticed, the men are very few. Oh my goodness. Even in our previous, the normal child-free community, I think only 3 men showed up out of 20 girls.
Oh.
Yeah. No, the normal WhatsApp group that's been there for a while, longer than mine. And there are men who are child-free, but really question is, are men really child free?
Yeah.
Or is it just
like how far are you willing to go?
Exactly.
You can get a vasectomy.
Exactly. That's the thing, because most men are not willing to do that. Yeah. So in this group, all men have a vasectomy.
This is incredible.
Yes, yeah. So there are men out there who can also join the other particular group. We'll figure out how to share the contacts.
We'll put it in the description.
We'll put in the description, right?
So as we wrap, Bev, what's your mannerless message for? Oh wow!
Oh yeah!
What is your mannerless message for the women watching this?
So my mannerless, and I've always said this, is the 3 Fs. If they don't feed you or finance you, they don't matter. And one more thing, you cannot shame the shameless and the mannerless. I'm already mannerless, so you can't really shame me. What are you shaming me for?
Yeah.
I'm already mannerless. Go be mannerless. Bad girl Millie Odhiambo.
Yes.
All the way.
Yeah.
Bad girls don't go to, good girls go to heaven, bad girls go to Las Vegas. And I've got something here for you.
Okay, all right.
For you. So this is my latest baby.
Okay.
That's taken me years and years. This is lubricant.
Oh my God. And this is your own
This
creation,
is my own
right?
creation.
Okay.
It's taken me maybe like 7 or 8 years to create it.
Yeah.
It's just lube because
Let me see the cover.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It says
it's called the wet
let's
stuff.
get wet.
Yeah.
It's called the wet stuff. Your body's +1, with wetness that lingers and pleasure that lasts. Okay,
Yes.
so what am I looking at here?
So you're looking at, this is for you actually.
Okay, all right.
This is for you. I brought some. I always
love
go with
gifts.
some goodies.
Yeah. So we have,
So that's the lube. It's called the wet stuff.
and it's by Gspot
Gspot
Kenya.
Kenya.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I decided
Yeah.
because it's taken me 13 years to run Gspot
Yeah.
Kenya.
Yeah.
These things do go hand in hand.
Okay.
Because with getting older, we all need some lube. We all need some help. I don't like this notion where people think that lube is just you're dry. No, it happens. Again, premenopausal women, and these things I'm going through right now. As I'm getting older, I've noticed body changes, things are happening, and that's a fact.
There are hormonal
changes, right? So with dryness, just being dry as a woman doesn't mean you're not into the mood. So it helps you to elevate things, right? So it's perfect with your partner, and also very body safe with your toys.
Okay,
You got some toy here. You can open that.
Okay. So I have a toy.
famous.
I think it's the famous rose,
Yeah,
right?
but this is an upgraded rose.
Okay. Why? How is it upgraded?
I'm the first person to sell this in Kenya, obviously.
This box is full of very many things.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a flat rose. I don't know if wait, camera? So So the normal rose normally had a hole. This is flat.
Yes.
So this one, I can tell you does a better job.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you can see that.
Yes. Oh my God. That's really strong.
Right? That's
Okay.
really strong.
Okay.
So we have something there.
I have that.
for
I have
you.
my charger for it.
Keep the charger safe.
Okay. And I love this.
Oh yeah. I'm really into safety. And there's nothing wrong with testing yourself. So that's some HIV self-testing kits.
Okay.
Because sometimes, again, there's nothing wrong with knowing your status.
Yeah.
And even you're in the mood,
Yeah.
you're with your partner, or not even a partner, or whoever it is, be safe. Just a quick swab for your HIV test.
Oh my days.
Yes, and we have all of them on the website and everything, so not to worry. We'll share all the details.
Thank you so much.
Karibu.
Where's my rose? Let me not forget it here.
Sana.
But like, you know what?
Yeah.
First, congratulations.
Thank
I know
you
how
so
difficult
much. It's
it is.
taken me a long time.
Do I have fishnets here as well?
Oh my God, there's some fishnets
Yeah.
there. Sorry.
I just saw
So
that.
underneath, sorry.
Yes.
That's from my baby girl, the diamond. The
Okay.
diamond girl, yes.
Thank you so
Diamond
much.
accessories. And she's one of the most amazing people in the world. We've collaborated together.
Yeah.
And let me not do that for you. This is yours. This is yours.
This is mine to open.
Yes, for you to open. And just for confidence and just to boost your,
Yeah.
because we all need that as a woman. You need to boost your confidence at times, and you just need to feel sexy in your own skin.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think even with pleasure for women, it really just starts with sitting in your body first. It's not something external.
And I always say that to me, like even masturbation to me and orgasms are self-care. So immediately you just take a nice long shower, get out, oil yourself. There's some music playing in the background.
Dim lights.
Some dim light, just alone,
Yeah.
you know. Some diamond girl accessories, plus size, you know what I mean? Some lingerie,
Yeah.
right? And then
I have my full package.
And you have your rose.
Yeah.
Right?
This is so incredible.
Thank you.
I will say first, congratulations, because it's very difficult to this must have taken you a long time to be working on.
Yeah.
So congratulations
Thank
for
you.
this.
It's going to the supermarkets as well very soon. So
Yeah.
that's how focused I am
Oh, wow.
for the whole, across the country.
And in previous seasons, we've had gynecologists come on, someone talk about hormone health, and we have, I think you've even seen Halle Berry talk about how when
Changes,
you're either in your perimenopause phase or menopausal, how can you enjoy pleasure even when maybe your estrogen levels are getting lower? What are your options?
And you're still a woman.
And
you're still feminine,
and you still want to enjoy your sexual experiences.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is a conversation that you're frontiering. And so, yes, there may be shame. There might be people who this makes them feel uncomfortable.
A lot.
But what you're really doing is liberating women.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you,
And
yes.
so, thank you so much. First, thank you for the
Karibu, you're really
this,
welcome.
all my goodies,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Thank you so much for this and for coming on the show.
Asante.
Keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to keep cheering you
And
on.
keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for having me again years
Yes.
and years
Years
later.
right? Almost 10
From
years,
corporate
right?
now to doing
Yeah.
your own thing.
Yeah.
You're doing an amazing, amazing job, and keep doing it.
Thanks, Bev.
And let's get wet, baby girl.
Yeah. And let me tell you, this has been an incredible episode.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. In the descriptions, there's links for you to connect with Bev and to check out all of the things that she's doing, including the WhatsApp community in case you're child-free as well and you want to join. But if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all the mannerless and almost mannerless women in your life, and subscribe so you do not miss out on the next episode.